All right, so yes, this style is 3 weeks old. I showed you the last time we did this style. This was our back to school hairstyle. But girl, just because it's back to school doesn't mean we have to keep it in, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pop off this rubber band. I like to hold it taut so that I'm not tugging on her hair, unravel it. You could use a little oil at the end if it makes you feel more comfortable. But we've been doing this for a while and it's been working. I'm just gonna continue to take loose her hair in sections. Now, as you can see, her hair is like a brownish color, right? And on top of that, it is low porosity, so it's very dry at this point. But this part, it had like, remember we used different products in her hair. This part felt very sticky, so whatever product that was, I have to look back at the video. I didn't really like it, but I'm just going to continue to take loose her hair so that we can go ahead and get things washed up. All right, so we went shopping in our own cabinet, and today we're going to use the Wash Day Delight. I absolutely love this. This used to be my favorite shampoo until I found out there was others. This is another one that I really like to use on her hair. Miel, this one right here, it has a good lather, but there's been many controversy about it, so I'm just going to leave it there for now. Fix my hair, girl, that's my jam, but I'm going to go ahead and use the conditioner that goes with this shampoo, just because this shampoo can be very drying to the hair, so you must use a conditioner. Okay, so I just went ahead and used that one. I'm also going to try this Amika again. It was something my sister gave to me. I like this one as well, but I think I want something a bit thicker for her hair, just because the style that I put in there, I don't go back and like put more product in her hair after I style it. She may wet it, but I don't like put more product. So her hair is generally not incredibly dirty. So I went ahead with this gem as well. Don't worry, I'm not gonna put it on the scalp. We're gonna see what we need as we keep going. So I just roll up a little towel. I still did not buy that very expensive hair bowl. Please don't mind. Please excuse fully her makeup that she put on. But we're gonna go ahead and wet her hair. Now I went ahead and fully saturated her hair, even though sometimes I'll shampoo her hair like first outside of the water. Today I tried something a little different. I'm going to show you something a little later, but here's the shampoo. That's why I like this shampoo, because you don't actually need water. It's like liquid to foam. You can go ahead and like fully shampoo your hair outside of the water. But it helps me to get like all over her hair, like with this little applicator. So I really do like it. It does have a strong fragrance, and like I said, it can be very, very drying to your hair. But since I don't wash her hair often, I like to get her scalp very clean. All right, so here we're gonna see something very cool. Her hair is literally like a sponge. You see, it's let all the water out. As soon as I put the water back in it, it like literally turns into a little sponge. I think it's so amazing. Black hair is amazing. But that just goes to show you, honey, how much water it does take to get this hair completely saturated, which is also why I wring out her hair. Because it does act like a sponge, I need to make sure that the sponge is not like at its capacity before I put the product on. That's why I wring out her hair. So again, she has low porosity hair and heat really helps it out, like penetrating the product. I just treated her to a full spa experience and just put the little steamer on her hair. She loves it. I love when I use this on my hair, even though as I was washing this out, her hair was still very dry. So I think it's about time to retire that shampoo, just because, like I said, I did try out better shampoos for her hair. The Camille Rose one, the ginger one, I like it. Aunt Jackie's is probably my favorite shampoo at the moment. I just love her hair like this, but girl, we are not keeping it this way. So because it was a little bit drier than I expected it to be, I'm gonna go in with this conditioner. I'll put it on the screen for you, and I just went through all the sections. I like to put the product that conditions her hair on before I use the blow dryer, so that, like I said, it helps the product to penetrate. There's no need for product just sitting on top of her hair, and as you can see, it takes a lot, to get the hair saturated. So we're gonna go ahead and use the blow dryer. I always use the blow dryer when I style her hair, unless my parts are already there. I'm using the Knot Doctor today. I told you it was the purple blow dryer, the one that worked the best. I have many different blow dryers. I wish I just went ahead with what I knew worked, and that was this blow dryer with the brush at the end. There's no other way. Like, it's the easiest way to detangle her hair. There was no crying. There was no, tugging. There was no ouch, ooch, ah, wee, ee. None of that. Nothing hurt. This is the way that it works for her hair. So this is what I do. That's make sure that it's stretched before I start styling. Now, I don't have to make her hair bone straight in the blow drying process. I just get it straight enough so that I'm able to part it without hurting her. Now, I'm not the straight part girl, but I did try, okay? Because it's a lot of parts going on. But like I said, this comb is not a steak knife, so I don't try to scoop her hair. I don't put the jam on the scalp. She had a lot of scalp problems when I put the jam on her scalp. I've been not doing that for a few years now, and her scalp is perfectly fine. I don't see no dry patches. Her head don't be itching, so I try to keep the scalp clean. I am going to use the gem today, but I'm only going to place it on her hair. To me, it's not that serious to get the hair all sleek. In the front, I did use some of it, but I used some of it because the front of her hair is more likely to get water on it from taking a bath, from washing your face. It's okay. But all over her hair, I don't think it's worth the sleekness to have her hair itching and then the mess of her scalp. So we don't put it on her scalp. I don't think people realize that some of these products are just not formulated for our scalp, including deep conditioners, okay? I don't know if you watched, but when I put the deep conditioner on her hair, I put it on her scalp. I learned this the hard way with my own hair, so I'm just doing what I have learned, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, section off the hair so that I'm able to braid it. I tried to, like I said, braid it as neat and as tight as I possibly can, because she's probably gonna keep this hairstyle in for another 3 weeks. Now, I could make them smaller, but I found that I want to make them just small enough so that I can fit the beads that I have, but also not so small that when I look at taking down her hair or doing her hair again, it feels like this daunting, annoying task that I never want to do. So I don't make them too small, and then I try to make the experience pleasurable for both of us. So I have my music on, I'm listening to my worship music, podcasts sometimes I'll be listening to. And then she's playing with her dolls, she's watching her tunes, and it's just an experience. You know what I mean? I don't think burning people and hurting people is the way to go about making them love their hair and then loving their hair being done. And I think we've been doing a lot of that. We're getting a lot better, but I just want to reiterate that it's more or less about creating a good and healthy experience around your hair and loving your hair, loving the way it looks, loving getting it done. When I say it's time to get your hair done, it's not it's none of that. It's like, oh yeah, I get to play with my dog. Oh yeah, I get to do the steam. You know what I mean? It's fun. And whatever your child needs, you just go ahead and you discern, you decipher how to make this a good experience for the child. Girl, and for you too, because you see I'm standing up, right? I stand up. I used to sit down, my back hurting, okay? So I don't sit down no more. I have this computer chair. It's a saddle chair. I used to use it for my massage practice, but now we use it as the hair chair, and it moves up and down, so I don't have to do all the bending down, but it feels so much better on my back to just stand up. So that's another thing. Maybe invest in like tools that actually help you out, be it spray bottles, be it products that help you to detangle the hair. Girl, be it better blow dryer. I told you I should just went ahead. I bought 4 blow dryers, okay? And the best one was still the best one, the one with the brush attachment at the end. So I'm going to go ahead. You see I'm using the gem and just sealing off the ends of her hair. It's very unlikely that the natural oils from the scalp will get all the way to the end of the hair. So putting something like petroleum jelly, be it the, Blue Magic at the end of the hair, these things are necessary. This is the way that we usually style our hair. It usually is in a ponytail. So ponytail, pigtails, it's very seldomly that she actually wear them completely down. So I just went ahead and put the ponytail holder on for her. All right, girl, and that's it. I'll put how long it took me to do this hairstyle on the screen, but don't worry, I don't have to do it again for another 3 weeks. As always, if you have a question, ask one, and I'll see you in the next video.